I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch.
Whatever. There's different technicalities to the shit, but I'm just saying, whatever negativity. Hold on. Hello.
Call me like 5 hours away.
Alright.
I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I'm that bitch.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm just playing.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm just playing.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm just playing. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. Ooh, why Fashion Nova keep hitting me up though? Cause I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm just playing.
Hey guys, how are you? Happy Friday. How's it going, everyone? Guys, I needed to get some rest because it's such a good thing getting some sleep, because sometimes if you're lucky, you wake up and you get a lot of clarity. You get it's a funny thing, resting your brain. That brain needs rest. Hold on a second. Let me fix something real quick. Hold on. Hello, everybody. Shouts out to Nisi if you're out here. Hello, everybody's. Hello, everyone's. That is my homegirl. I love her. Okay. Don't get it twisted. Period. Okay. On that. And Olivia, that is a good question. Why does Fashion Nova keep hitting you up in your inbox? That's what I would like to know. Because we know you don't want to work, girl. You just as lazy as they come. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. Hello. Hey, Bougie Gang. What's good, guys? What's good? Hello. Guys, do you see the title of this live? Yeah, you've always been messy. You know who I'm talking to? I couldn't be talking to you, could I? I mean, you, and you. Girl, this is part of the messy meetup, okay? I mean, it's Bougie Gang and everything, but we messy up in here. Okay, I got you up in the treehouse. We got the treehouse checking in. We got the bushes. We got them bitches. What's good, y'all? We got our bougie gang, which is comprised of viewers, subscribers, members, moderators. We got everything up in here because you know what? Like I said, we started the week out with President Obama. We can disagree, but we don't have to be disagreeable. But we calling out the bullshit. Today is Friday, and hashtag we are the rug. Remember that? Remember we had some clarity about a week or so ago, and we said we are the rug. You can't sweep nothing up under the carpet because we are the carpet. We are the rug. Okay. I'm so grateful to Latoya and Adam because in listening to a lot of this Latoya and Adam coverage, yeah, your girl woke up with some clarity. Okay. Yes. Guys, these business arrangements run deep. Keisha and Jeremy LLC. Okay. Y'all, RIP to DMX. Guys, oh my God. Last night, I guess right before they pronounced him dead, I was like doing an Instagram post, or maybe they had just done it because Fantasia had put something up and then she took it down and was like, he's still alive. But once upon a time in my younger days, gosh, you guys, okay. When I first started working, that y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here, y'all gonna make me act. I had gotten one of my first jobs, right? And let me tell you something. Miss me with the bullshit. Hey girl, hey. Thanks for making it official, babe. Guys, maybe I had just come here to Charlotte. Anyway, me and another girl, her name was Tamika. We were the only Black women in the office. I mean, put your hand up. All of us who have experienced the only Black girl in the office. Okay, we've all experienced that. If you're a Black girl, if you're a Black woman working in corporate America, we have all. I want to say this: if you're lucky, experienced the only Black girl in the office, right? Because it will teach you some stuff you've never learned before. How to stand, how to not fall, how to be strong, how to do something that's very important called code switching, which is kind of like acting. It's kind of like being on YouTube because you fake it till you make it. You act as if until you are, and you do your damn thing and you get your promotions, you get those checks and you get that money and you get the hell up out of there and you go on to the next job, right? DMX played a large, me and that song was super popular at the time. And let me tell you something, that song carried me a long way. And at another time in my life, that song Slippin', I can't sing it, but I'll put it on my Instagram if you care to know. It's such a good song. And it's kind of like about fighting the demons that are within you. And I was bartending at the time, and I was young, sassy, sexy Francoise with the dangerous curves. And that song helped me a lot too. It kept me very strong and centered. I love DMX. I really didn't. I always loved his music, but I can't really tell you how it fit into my life. But it's really sad. I feel bad for the man. I really do. Cause I know he went through a lot. He had a very troubled, he had a troubled soul. He was fighting a lot. He was very intelligent. He was a musical genius. He was a trendsetter and a legend. And I feel very bad for his family today. It's very sad. And, it's not but he would be happy that I am separating the real from the fake today. Okay. And you know what today I wore? I wore my YouTube shirt because not only am I a YouTuber, I am also a play. This is a play button, right? I've had this debate with many people. Is this really, is this YouTube? Does this symbolize YouTube or does this symbolize play? Because a lot of people call YouTube a game. Are you a player or YouTuber. And I like to say I'm both. I play the game, and I also watch. But yeah, today we're gonna call this a play button, okay? Because I'm a player on these YouTube streets, okay? DMX, rest in peace, okay? I'm telling you that Coca-Cola will do it to you, because once you damage that heart, and the heart's already hurt anyway, when you've gone through a world of pain, and then the heart is also compromised by, foreign substances, such as that Coca-Cola, it does a number on you, okay? And I hate that he had to go through that, and it's, shouts out to his family, and we're sending lots of love. But yeah, he touched my life. Belly is one of the very first movies I watched with my husband. And we love that movie. We used to watch it all the time. And maybe we'll watch it this weekend, just to, shouts out to DMX and Nas and T-Boz and and Method Man, all of the amazing people that were in that movie. If you have not seen Belly, get your life, okay? It's amazing, okay? Guys, there's where do I start? Keisha and Jeremy. Hello. Hey girl. Hey, what's good? Look. Honestly, I would say, I'm gonna start off with this. There's lots of camps. There's the who likes the bougie gang, who likes the this gang. If you like this gang, you can't like this gang. You know me. Y'all go do you, enjoy yourself. It's like a mom at the park. Y'all go play. Go play some kickball, get on the swings, go jump in the pool, run around the track, be safe. And I'll see you when you come back, right? That's how, and I'm not nobody's mother, but what I'm saying is that's how I look at it. Nobody has to not be anywhere because of me, right? Don't feel like I'm a feel away. You guys be out here and have fun and handle your business, right? Just like I do, okay? Guys, if you were over at Toya's yesterday, shouts out to Toya. If you were at Toya's yesterday, this is the reason why I don't go down in people's chats, because I get carried away. I just get too carried away. I don't like to get ratchet in the chat, but I do. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like your girl likes to talk shit. One day I was watching, any of you guys who watch Walt and Sin City, you see Miss Cindy and you think she's just a mild-mannered, really beautiful woman who's right at about 50 years old. She's got 7 kids. She's got an interesting story, guys. She's got an interesting story. I think it's 7 kids, maybe 6, 7 baby daddies. That's not important right now, but she's got a very interesting story. She's 50 and she has held on to her beauty. Very pretty. Anyway, she said when her and Walt broke up, she was talking to someone. Maybe it was, I don't want to say, because I don't want to have gotten it wrong, but I watched the video a couple weeks ago, and she said, yeah, you didn't really know I was for the shits, did you? Oh my God. And she said it with her little accent. And let me tell you something, I died. But I was like, yes. Me too. So she, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't let the smooth taste fool you, honey. I got this. Okay. So anyway, shouts out to Miss Cindy and Walt. And those are channels I watch, but I mean, I don't report on that. I watch that for entertainment because there's plenty of people out here, and I've shared her channel, Ms. Loca, who does commentary that I really enjoy. She's probably the only one I listen to on that topic, because I like the way she breaks it down. And I just listen for my enjoyment. You know what I'm saying? But I'm up on Walt and Cindy and B-Love and Miss Adrian and all that, because it's funny as I don't know what. Anyway, so yeah, guys, Keisha and Jeremy, I was watching a lot of stuff and I got some clarity. You know what I'm saying? See, the problem is for a lot of people is you only watch 1 or 2 channels, and it's kind of like the people who only watch fake news. I was trying to say Fox News, but 1 channel. So you only watch MSNBC, or you only watch Fox News, or you only watch CNN, or you only watch this, and you don't want to watch anything else. So you don't get the full coverage of what the fuck is really going on out here, right? Excuse my language. Oh my God. We're gonna highlight that Max Mahogany just in a little while. Because it speaks for itself. If you missed it, you really missed it yesterday, because Toya is just she's so low-key funny. I love it. She's so I enjoy LaToya's commentary. Anyway, you know, I was watching a lot of different stuff. I ended up watching a young lady who says she used to be a butterfly, but now she is like 100% on board with Keisha. And it's interesting. Her name is Heaven. She's a coach. Heaven was talking about the LLC with Keisha. She was giving us some information. And Keisha, I don't know, was that your business address or was that your home address on that document she posted? I don't know, but if I were you, I would go check it out. Maybe D has, I'm not sure, but D, if you are looking for something to do right now, I suspect you have something to do, which may be watching this broadcast. But if you need something else, go check that out. Is that whose address is that? Because if it is, Heaven, you might want to blur that out, boo-boo. I don't know if she wanted that posted, but it is public information. That's the downfalls of an LLC, is that it will be public. So maybe it's a business address. It could be a PO box. I don't know. But girl, you might want to check that out. Anyway, I was thinking about Keisha and Jeremy LLC. And then, of course, I was watching Adam Ali. You know, he put out a new video. And LaToya, she has been talking. She can't stop because it came out that, LaToya's only making $1,000 an episode, guys. And people are making, girl, she probably needs more than 1,000. She probably needs like 3 weeks of checks to pay for a good pair of those shoes she likes, right? She's doing this for the love and for the notoriety. She's not doing this because of the money, clearly, because she can make more than that on her YouTube check every month, right? Excuse me, my allergies. But LaToya talked about this business relationship, okay? And so did Adam. They both corroborated it. And guys, just in case, I know some of you, I got on here at an oddball time. Go ahead and hit that like button for your girl, because we are at almost 200 and we only have 65 likes. So at Notification Gang, I know that's got to be an error. So if you guys would please do me the honor on a Friday, to go ahead and hit that like button, because it is free, but the cost is the decision, and you can do a up or down. It's okay. But if you can just register your attendance here in the house, that would help me, because I'm getting ready to break something down for you. Okay. Because I'm one of the people out here that's going to be honest enough to tell you, because there's a reason why they're mad. Let me write that down. There's a reason why they're mad. There's a reason why they don't like reactors. They're mad. They don't like reactors. And that's the three moms. That's everybody. They don't like reactors. They're mad. They don't like reactors. Okay, moving in silence. Definitely, I understand. Hi, Michelle Testimony. How are you? Hello, everyone. I know I didn't come through here and say hello to everyone individually, but Brown Boss, Deanna R. I'm going to go through Ali Shook. How are you? There's a reason why some of these things are happening. Number one, people have called out 2021 as the year of being exposed, right? And I don't think it always means receipts. It just means that, this truth is going to start coming out, because people really need to know what's up, okay? And also, some people have been talking enough that we have enough information. And people are also starting to connect the dots and put it together. Also, you can't keep trying to exploit and expose people and not think that that's not going to come back to you, right? a lot of us have been exposed, right? And once you get exposed, what happens? A lot of us are free, right? A lot of us feel very free. Just liked from the bushes, and I'm enjoying both of your channels. Thank you, O'Neill Occasions. Thank you. And guys, anyone who is looking for a vlog over at Francoise Vlogs, I apologize. It's not up yet. Your girl was in deep thought and having to prepare for this. Brittany Blabber, yes, guys. If you're not subscribed to Brittany, which I don't know why you would not be, go ahead, check her out. She's so funny, and she's got a variety of different things going on her channel. But I would say the main thing is lots of fun and laughter. So go check her out. Humble Chick, hello, how are you? All Day Kiana, what's going on? My members, mods, subscribers who are always here in the chat. Mwah. You guys know I love you. And whoever was first in, I have a surprise for you. So hopefully it's a lady, or maybe it's one of our gentlemen. But I just ordered myself 2 bonnets and a turban from Miss Storm. So maybe we'll have to do a bonnet or 2 for whoever was on notification gang. So Miss Storm, if you don't mind, I'm going to send someone else. I just PayPal'd you some money for me. And whoever it is, I'm going to send you some money and shipping for them, and we'll get that taken care of. Hi, Pamela Brown. How are you? And then I also wanted to do something with some lip glosses, and I want to just talk to that person first, make sure that they are good before I, say anything about that. And we'll do that next week. Hi, Black Dolly. How are you? Hey, Rose of Sharon. Hi, Latoy. Hey, everyone. Okay. I was thinking about what Heaven was talking about, which she was saying in the Muslim faith or something, when you get into a contractual agreement, because they have certain practices in Islam. Some people enter marriage spiritually by way of contract, and then maybe other ceremonies because the practice of having multiple wives. I'm not really sure about all of that. You'd have to go see Heaven's channel. And I don't really know much about that. So, but my main point is that Keisha and Jeremy are in contract together. No, Bella Bree, no, you are not. You're right on time. It just made me think of the collaboration. And in listening to Adam and Latoya talk, and I'm talking about Latoya forever. Let me turn some lights on here, guys. Because it's getting to be that time of the day. It's getting ready to be that time of the day, and I hate when it looks dark around here. Okay. Adam and Latoya talked about how they got together on a collab, right? Have you guys been watching? Adam and Latoya both had YouTube channels very early on. Adam called her to collab. She was like the fun party girl. And they got together on a collab and basically, of course, found themselves in bed and made a baby. Before that, moved in together, all of those things, had fun, grew YouTube channels, got into bed, had a baby, all of those things. Do we not remember that Keisha and Jeremy got together on some, I found him at a bus stop? Kind of like those stories that you used to hear in old Hollywood, how someone picked someone up at the soda shop, or they met somebody in a restaurant. There was a couple of restaurants that were very famous in Hollywood for people to go and sit down and eat lunch and be discovered by a Hollywood producer. They would kind of scout these locations for beautiful waitresses and young ladies having lunch and things like that. And then there goes the career. Guys, we gave a very nice tribute to DMX at the beginning. So I'm just going to keep going. If you guys want to continue with that in the comments, it's fine. I don't want to get off track because I don't have 8 hours. I don't have 8 hours like some people do to be online and talk all day and night. Your girl can't do that because I got a whole real life family and real business to tend to, not fake manufactured business, right? Okay. Yes, thumbs up the live, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it just made me think about these relationship collabs. You know, we've talked about love and hip hop. We've talked about many other situations. But specifically, love and hip hop has been kind of notorious recently for these hookups that turn actual real relationships where babies are born. Look at Benzino and Titi. Those two hate each other, okay? They do not like each other. They were hot for each other, but look what happened. Okay? These people are getting involved in situationships. They are being put together by the studio, by the producer, by somebody. And these people are single. People have nice bodies, or they might go out and drink one too many bottles of some good champagne or some cheap liquor. They're mad. They're trying to get back at somebody. They're trying to secure a position. Latoya, who would take a job for $1,000 an episode on The Real Housewives, and get caught up, right? It just made me think, like, okay, why is it? I think that some of the distraction with Keisha and Jeremy is that there's a very strong fan base that believe wholeheartedly in this relationship. Like they are riding for this relationship. And some of this relationship, as we know, was kind of started out of, as Jeremy has said many times, and even to his baby's mother, the son of the mother of his son, was that this is a job. This was a job, a job, okay, a paycheck, money, and that I'm free to do what I want to do because this is a job. But then when you see babies, you're kind of like, but that's confusing. He's making babies with her, because most of us who don't give up our boxes for money or our boxes for position, power, and status, or just transactionally because we want some babies. Some people do. There's a lot of us out here, women specifically, who sometimes just want a baby, right? Jasmine. And they will give up that box all day to get a baby, right? Back to Keisha, though. I think Keisha sold a lot of people on a relationship that is very different, okay? And she found herself a business partner who doesn't mind getting up in her box, getting her pregnant with babies, playing boyfriend. And I say playing boyfriend because at the time he was playing boyfriend, we know this. Keisha is upset because he was with someone else and making other babies out of actual, like, I don't know if it was love, but maybe it was. You know, the things that Ashley talked about and the hurt that we saw Ashley, and what I felt as someone who really, I don't call myself an empath, but I'm a good read for people. And I feel like this girl was in love with Mr. Jeremy. He was doing some things and he was moving some things around, and they produced a baby, and it wasn't a job. You're not going to see Jeremy running around calling it a job. Okay. He was up in that thing doing some things, and so it was. Because I was like, why in the world would Ashley go to Keisha's house? That's so weird. Hold on a second, please. Okay. Why would that happen? You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand. Look, you know what, Allie, to your point, this is the deal. We can get caught up in all kinds of titles, okay? But at the end of the day, whether, because I see your comment above too. Look, I can't really answer to all of that, but what I'm going to say is this: side chicks would do it, main chicks would do it. A woman who wants kids will do it, period, right? But a man who is in love with a woman who is having a difficult pregnancy would not, I don't care if you are 19 years old, okay, would not be on these streets just to pump and dump, okay? Not going to happen. And not going to see the same girl over and over and over and over and over again if he's in love with this woman who is having a difficult pregnancy, laying up in bed, waiting to have his children. Okay? That's not going to happen. And the reason why this is strange, or not strange, the reason why I do believe that there was some love between Jeremy and Ashley is because he went over and over and over and over again, okay? And there was an odd meeting at the house. Has anyone really said why? They came over to swim? Does that really make sense, guys? They came over to swim, but they went out on the terrace to smoke. And I'm going to just say this. I can't really get too much into the comments, so you guys talk to each other, because if I get too distracted by the comments, what's going to happen is I'm going to get off track and I'm not going to get to say what I need to say. So if you want to talk to me or send me a message, or like you want me to acknowledge into my conversation what you're talking about, I got to stay focused right now and then save that for later, because if I get off track, I'm not going to get my message out, and I got to do this. It just seemed very weird that there was a meeting at the house, and for what? Okay, we wanted one baby to meet another baby. They're not going to remember this. This was more for the parents. You know how people say first birthday is more for the parents than it is for the child, because the child doesn't remember. Kids don't remember first birthday parties. Kids really come out of the fog of birthday parties like around 3 or 4, maybe 3 or 4. 5 is when they're like, oh my God, it's my birthday, I'm 5. Even 3, do they really understand what a birthday is? They know they're having a party. Let's be real about it. But when they really understand the concept of my birthday or this event is for me, they're a little bit older. A such and such month-year-old and other month-year-olds don't need to come see someone when someone else is having another difficult pregnancy, right? This is because Jeremy has been telling this woman it's a job. Keisha knows it's a job. These people ended up in bed together in a relationship of what started out as a collab and a job, okay? A job. Playing for TV, playing for YouTube, playing for a YouTube check. At the end of the day, I think Jeremy is trying to be more centered with who he is as a man. That's why the talk that Keisha has about relationship, which is why she's kind of stopped it, talking so much about the relationship. And girl, that's probably a really good idea, because at the end of the day, all these businesses that you're going into that you seem to be working harder at than the man who's supposed to be running them, is because you are trying to hold this whole thing together, the Keisha and Jeremy LLC. Forget about KeishaandJeremy.com. Keisha and Jeremy LLC, because this is your whole family channel. This is your whole plan. This is your whole money grab, just like your good friend LaToya, okay? Because even when LaToya was cheating, running around, doing what she does, disrespecting her marriage, making Adam look like a simp, maybe even Adam being a simp, maybe LaToya, trying at sometimes to be a good wife. At the end of the day, see, they had people in their corner saying, "Ooh, you're pregnant. You can't be out here pregnant. That's not good for your channel." And they ended up getting married. I guess they loved each other, had enough love that they thought they were going to do this damn thing, because a lot of times people don't even know what love is. People have marginalized marriage down to paper, so people don't think it's anything different from being boyfriend and girlfriend, and it actually is, okay? And that's why people have hard times being in a marriage, being in a relationship, because it starts to get real. You remember on The Real World, this is when it starts to get real, okay? After a few days of drinking and smelling someone who doesn't want to take a shower, yeah, it starts to get real. Remember when Tammy and homeboy Tammy Roman got into the fight with homeboy, and he got kicked out because it started to get real, and his kind of true, I don't want to say his true nature, but at least his true nature at that time on how he handled situations came out. Shouts out to Chrissy and Rod. That's another couple that we know is in for it for the shits and the giggles. Okay, we'll talk about that one later too. Chris told her, listen, not Chris, Jasmine, she told her whole man last night to shut up on the live internet. Shut up. Who does that? Okay. Back to where I was. So they have a whole LLC called Keisha and Jeremy. It was interesting, even though I kind of wasn't buying the complete argument of you're kind of married. You could even operate with the name Pastel and all of that in the video from Heaven the Coach. Some of the things that she said did really resonate with me. And I was just like, this is a damn legal ass collab. And then I thought about Keisha loves getting documents and contracts signed. And there's a whole thing right now about some damn documents and contracts with another reactor who Keisha has felt it very convenient to try to use and manipulate the press, i.e. in YouTube world, T channels and reactors. Okay. This is my take, and I could be wrong, and you can call me all kinds of whatever you want. This is what I think is going on. I think Keisha needs some drama. Keisha needs some business. Jeremy's not playing. Jeremy is living his life. Keisha's out here running around trying to make t-shirts. Jeremy is bare-chested at the studio, hanging out. On Instagram last night, girl, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and he was drinking something brown, hanging out. You would think with the amount of t-shirts that need to be done, maybe they're already done. Maybe Miss Sandra and Keisha already got them done. I don't know. But you would think with the amount of work that needs to be done at the Good Damn Mom t-shirt company and Fly Ass Mom and Black AF, he would not be at the studio at 3 o'clock in the morning drinking something brown. And that doesn't seem like someone who's working as hard as you and someone who you just had to do some contracts with. Like, Keisha is the type of person, to me, in my opinion, that needs to feel very important and that everything is bigger and better than what you could do because she's so smart. And I heard her saying that the other day. She said, because, I was always so smart. And my thought and theory is that there's always someone who thinks that they're smarter than everyone else. There's always someone who underestimates their competitor. There's always someone who doesn't take everything into account because they're smarter than everybody. They're used to getting the A's. They're used to being applauded. They're used to being put out and set out in front of everyone. And one day, see, have you ever had friends, or were you that person who was super duper smart in your school? You were like in the top 10 and you went to that really good school and you ended up with everybody else who was in the top 10. Do you know what that's like? Do you know what it's like to be the smartest person in your school, number one, and you end up at Harvard, Yale, Dartmouth, Brown, the best schools in the country, and you're there with all the other number ones? Do you know what it's like to be at the at that luncheon that Jay-Z throws every year? What is it? What is it? For basically all the A players in the hip hop game, okay? Oprah's Legends Ball, right? When she had all of the awesome women of entertainment all in one room, right? Or when you see those class pictures of people who've all been nominated for Academy Awards, when you see those pictures, it does something to people. It either encourages you or it makes you mad, right? I think Keisha is someone who has been in YouTube for a minute. It's getting bigger and bigger. It's expanding, but so is the world. There's 1.9 billion people out here on YouTube per day. And I don't know that she likes other, seeing other people's come ups. She doesn't want people coming up off of her. The algorithm, all of these things. And also information, the archives, the conversations, the discussions, the reactors, the people who are, because I realized yesterday when I dropped a couple of videos on Mamiana, because I was like, I got a damn terabyte of video from over the past year and a half that I got to just like do something with. I was like, I'm damn like fucking historian, librarian up in here. Okay? Because some people just started watching this shit yesterday. So they're going to come here, not because they're haters, Keisha, Jasmine, Chrissy, Olivia, Latoya, and anybody else here on YouTube. It's because they want to know. They want to understand. Because you guys aren't going to get them caught up. You just want them to go back and watch all of your incoherent, lame, boring ass videos that I can summarize pretty quickly, right? Now, that's not everybody's videos are boring and lame, but at the end of the day, guys, you know who vlog. I mean, I don't really wish that on anyone. I vlog, so I can say that as a vlogger, okay, that sometimes vlogs are not super exciting and informational. It's just life. It's life. It's what's happening. It's I went to the store. I had a cold. I'm talking to you almost about nothing. Do you like my jeans? All of those things. But in between, there's little nuggets and bits of life that's happening. And when people get attached to you as a person, they want to know more. That's why people come to us. But make no mistake, guys, just because you are a content creator doesn't mean you can't be a troll. Rock Nation, thank you, D. Harold. Doesn't mean that you can't be a troll. Doesn't mean that you can't be any of some of these things out here, because we're all many things. I'm a viewer. I'm a member. I'm a content creator. I am a reactor. I am a mommy. You know what I mean? I'm part of, I can be part of many different subgroups. And that's a whole nother video. Cause I wrote a pretty extensive list. But what I'm saying is this, I've said this many times and I feel like it's starting to soak in, and I've heard other people say it. And I'm not saying that they're saying it because I said it. I'm saying they're saying it because maybe now they're seeing it. And maybe seeing it for themselves. They may never have seen my video, but this is what I'm saying. When we are advocating for people, yesterday someone came into Toya's chat and was saying something like, well, who told you? Who said that this was any of your business? Why are you talking about this? I hope I'm not lagging. And Toya very eloquently said, because she posted it on her channel. Okay? She posted it on her channel. I'm doing a reaction to the video. Okay? It's posted. I'm a reactor. Okay? What happened? Okay. I guess someone got hidden for some reason. Do I need to unhide that person or unhidden? Okay, thank you. Okay. Thank you, Libra Queen. I appreciate that. people are connecting the dots. This is what I'm saying. And it's not so much that people are being exposed, but the content creators are feeling exposed because people are connecting the dots and people are figuring out, I've put a lot of my fucking business out here. And it bothers them. Stop putting your business out. But also, if we're connecting the dots together to where your slip is showing, how they used to say, whose fault is that but your own? And we see Keisha, who has been in attack mode, coming for people because people are pulling back the curtain because she thinks people are not as smart as her. She thinks people are stupid. She thinks people don't see what she sees. But girl, understand, when you have left your little nucleus and it expands and expands and expands, understand it's like being that number one at the small little school, where being one might have been easier than at somebody who was number one at like the best rated high school in New York City, or that best rated high school in Virginia, or that best rated high school in Atlanta that was part of the scandal where kids were getting free grades. I don't know. Anyone in Georgia, I'm sure you all got a great education, but some people didn't. They may have gotten some of an education, but some people did benefit from getting false grades and grades that were in their favor. Okay. I'm not saying that Keisha was part of that, but we know that there was a school system that was part of that, and people went to jail. Okay. And it takes a long time to right those wrongs outside of a school system. Ask any educator. Okay. Ask educators how difficult it's been when jocks, I'm talking football, basketball, all kinds of athletes get free rides on their basics, on their tests. They get help. They get additional tutors to go to some of the best colleges, and they don't even know how to do basic algebra. They couldn't earn that college degree if they had to, but they put them on different tracks in college, and they maybe go to colleges where you can make your own bachelor's, set your own criteria, study, unstudy, do whatever you want. And if you take enough classes, we'll give you a degree in whatevs. Okay. What I'm saying is this, Keisha, it's a different time. It's a different day. People are savvy to this old social media, because you know what? Social media used to be special because people used to just kind of witness it. And a lot of people didn't have their hand in it because they were kind of scared of it. Nobody wanted to be on this internet the way that they are now. But now that everybody is on the internet, everybody is on TikTok, everybody has had like a picture of themselves on the toilet exposed. Somebody has seen your breasts. Whatever, something has been exposed. Oh, you're a freak? Okay, well, girl, come join the freak club. I don't know. You like to wear thongs on the beach? Okay, come to the party girl section of YouTube. Come to the freak like me section. Come to the, okay, we just trying to kick it to win. Come to the I'm the Prince family. Girl, Loved by Erica had a whole baby at 25 years old with a 50-year-old man who is a ex-felon, had 5-6 different kids with 5-6 different baby mamas. God rest the soul of his one child who's gone, and all due respect given. But this is a man whose every child has a different mother. Okay. This man spent time in prison. This man, is a divorcee. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is this. Okay. Why are we surprised that this relationship is not working out when they got together on some old collab? Okay. On an old mukbang collab. Okay. Are we surprised? Keisha and Jeremy got together on some, I need a boyfriend for my collab. Here's a guy going to a job interview. He's good looking, and I don't have a man. And I mean, she's a cute girl. Let's not get it twisted. Keisha is a pretty woman. I mean, she's she's regular pretty. I mean, I'm not gonna say Keisha. Like, girl, it's enough with that. I mean, I don't mean to put my foot in my mouth, but she's a good looking lady, right? You guys follow what I'm saying. I think she feels like Jeremy's looks are superior. I mean, he's a good looking guy. Jeremy appeals to that woman who likes, who likes the light-skinned, tall, skinny, that fine hair. And there's nothing wrong with that, girl. Absolutely nothing. There's everything right with it, because we, as these Black beautiful people, we come in all colors, shapes, sizes, hues, hair textures, everything. And at the end of the day, your jam is your jam. So Jeremy was her jam, and they got together. Okay. Now this is it. And I've said this many times when people are like, oh, but Chrissy, strong mommy Chrissy, 9 kids, she can have anyone she wants. And yesterday, somebody said something. Maybe it was Blama, if you're out there. Someone said it. And if it wasn't Blama, excuse me if I'm wrong. Someone said something about Chrissy. And Chrissy does have somewhat of a level head, okay? But at the end of the day, Chrissy's still Chrissy. Chrissy has a man with a rap sheet. And he's been settling his disputes with his women in a certain type of way that is scary to a lady, right? And whether he is a convicted criminal or just someone who has gotten himself into a heap of trouble and has a record, and it has been recorded as such, right? Allegedly, supposedly on these documents that we've seen over years. Understand that no matter how smart she is, how level-headed she's becoming, she still makes certain decisions about the type of man she wants to date, right? So we can't believe in Chrissy and her having a high value, and I'm talking moolah, baby, position, power, status, not values, morals, integrity. He reads the Bible, okay? There's a difference, okay? Value as in $, than what we think, right? We can't want it more than they want it. You can't think Keisha deserves more than what Keisha's getting unless that's what Keisha wants. Keisha's getting what she wants. Jeremy, she wants him in the place, okay? And he's there. Now, whether he's there and he's messing with Lily, he's messing with Sandy, he's messing with Susan, he's at the studio, she's running around like a chicken with her head cut off, making tea, whatever she is doing, and that's what she wants to do, she's doing what she wants to do, and let the cover up begin. You know what I'm saying? Like, let her write this story out, because what we see is someone who is collaborating but not cooperating. Okay, can we cooperate with the collab, please? Olivia, okay, can we get with the program? Because what's happening is that some people start to feel like they are falling out of their integrity. Adam, Olivia, even, shocker, because they stop cooperating, or their cooperation falls out of the collaboration. Okay. We see someone who is all with the cooperation, and, hey D, hey girl, if you're watching, look, I'll talk about that in a minute. I feel like there's something out here that has not been said. There's something out here that has not been shown. Someone has something on someone. People are nervous. Who wants to be called a liar? Who wants to be exposed for being disingenuous to your audience? Okay? Who wants that? Nobody. Because you're real. We're all like real fucking bitches, right? We all real, right? Some people are real fake, okay? Real fake. Some people are real, okay? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Jeremy has not been quiet about playing a role. He said he was working. So do we have to be mad at Jeremy who says he's working? I'm just wondering. Well, Sammy J, you know what? You can't get up in someone's guts, someone's box, be on their sausage, live with each other, have their underwear with your underwear in the washing machine, do Coca-Cola and all kinds of things and tell people about your sexcapades and not have something on someone. You don't think that Jasmine has something on Chrissy and Chrissy don't have something on do you guys I posted this video. Do I not have it up? Okay, I do. Guys, this video was put up on January 2nd. Okay, this video got about 5,000 views. Can we entertain me for a second here? Oh, maybe you can't. The music is going to be loud. Jasmine is such a user of. Let me tell you something. Jasmine is a perfect example of someone who's a content creator and a troll. Okay, and also a hater. She loves to call people a hater, but she's classic projection and deflection. Because as a creator, she plays victim. As a troll, she projects, okay? And as a victim, she deflects. I mean, Jasmine does it all. And the reason why Jasmine's head is screwed up, because she just doesn't know what to do with her damn self, okay? Is she wrong for that? No, they've all been participating in this. There's just always one person who's not going to be as smart as everybody else that knows how to shut up sometimes, right? Chrissy has learned the fine art of shut the fuck up, right? Jasmine, not so much. And Jasmine is money hungry. And Jasmine also has reached about the cap on her skill set. So where other people have been able to level up and create additional streams of income, Jasmine is still relying on that good old vlog to carry her. But what's going on is because Jasmine is a lazy mother and she is an unreluctant mother. I'm not saying she's a bad mother. What I'm saying is she's lazy and she's reluctant, okay? She is more concerned with giving you guys the show that you came for rather than make sure that her children are okay. So you call that whatever you want. I said what I said, lazy and reluctant. Okay. She falls into kind of, I didn't mean to do this by myself and someone else should be here. So I'm doing the best that I can. That's what she falls back on. Okay. And because of that, people are ripping her to shreds, okay? And the other things come out. So because her vlogs are problematic now, because she is who she is and she sees nothing wrong with it and she doesn't want to stretch herself because she's lazy, her channel won't grow. And if it does grow, it's going to grow in a way that she's not going to like, okay? I was talking about this with my husband yesterday. The reason why Olivia has been up and stuck since 87,000 a year ago, and she's maybe at whatever she is, 90 something, and she has not been able to get to, because the Olivia that we saw in that video, that's Olivia. Okay, that's Olivia. The Olivia we see now in the bathroom, making herself up, being gross and disgusting, is because she has got lost in the sauce. She's had one too many people tell her how beautiful she is, but not tell her, look, I think that you want to be safe and not sorry, and you want to back away from that table and focus on your health because you are a beautiful woman, and not saying that a large woman can't be beautiful because look at your girl. Okay, I wear 14s and 12s and whatever. It is what it is, right? But at the end of the day, it's healthier to be smaller. It's healthier to be at a lower weight. It is not healthy to be over 300 pounds. And that's on period, on poo, on God, on life. Okay. You can tell yourself that all you want, but at the end of the day, if you're over 300 pounds, you need to back up from that table, period. Okay. But too many people are telling her that she's good, and she has got this dialogue of her troll self that likes to tell people that they're a troll or they're a hater or you're a reactor. No, I'm a truth teller. Okay. I tell this truth out here on these YouTube streets. I tell these stories. I report this news, and you make your bag and I make mine. Okay. And, they don't like it. They don't like it. Okay. That's what's going on, guys. Okay. Thank you, gardening gal. I mean, it's a lot of stuff going on out here. And I think you guys, a lot of you guys who just view, who just watch, are spectating and seeing, and you fall into it somewhat like a soap opera, right? We know it's real, but I've said this many times. It's based on a true story, right? It's probably based on some truth, but there's some fiddly diddling along the way. I forgot, someone said something about, I read something somewhere about one of my vlogs or something, and I was just like, girl, yes, the highlight of my day or my vlog that week was that my husband cut down a bush, okay? I'm sorry, we're in quarantine over here, okay? That's number one. And number two, yeah, we're not rabble rousers out here. We don't have going on what you think we have going on, okay? It is what it is. So my vlogs can be boring, dry, and stale, but honestly, all of you regular good people out here who are watching this, tell me how much hell raising you have in your house. How is it that these people who happen to have YouTube channels all got all kinds of shit going on constantly? It's because they constantly need shit to be going on, because that's what pays. That's the business that pays those bills and cuts those checks and runs up that watch time. Okay, make no mistake. Okay, all right. Career coaching, I don't know. Career coaching is the next step to go to the next level for them. Management, Deanna, is what they need. Management, and also a vacation from yourself and your channel. Let me just, so last, this was a video I put up. It says, the title is Shut Up, Jazzy is Friends with Liv, according to Strong Mommy Chrissy, okay? January 2nd, okay? I should just play this on my screen. She says Jasmine's the only one who's friends with Liv. So someone was asking Jazz, does she think Liv is pregnant? This is in January.
Look, this is how I see it, and I'm saying it this way because we all are going. I feel like we're all in the same section right now. Like, she met somebody, her and her husband broke up, separated.
I mean, she knows the whole story.
And I'm happy for her. Girl,
Chrissy is like, could you shut the fuck up?
Bitch, you get what I'm saying? Like, okay, we all going through the same thing, basically. You broke up, you and your husband broke up, and you're happy with somebody. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm happy for everybody. Bitch, you're happy, shit. I'm happy. It's good to see other people happy. Bitch. Bitch, you know what I'm
Did y'all miss this?
You know where I'm going with this?
I know what you mean. I'm holding this shit like a blank. Like, I know what you mean.
Hey, you need to, they know you need one. You
know
one.
What I'm saying? I'm not about to sit up here and lie.
Look, let me just, I'm happy for everybody in their relationship. Let's just put it like that. Chrissy's happy. I'm happy for you. I'm so happy. I'm happy for all y'all.
Okay, 1 second, guys. Okay. Did you guys hear that? Could you hear that over the music? I should really pull that up, but we don't have a lot of time. I mean, it's already been an hour. But are you guys surprised of what's going on with Jasmine and Chrissy? Because I put that in a video at the first of the year where Jasmine was on Instagram. Hold on a second. Let me pull this up. I'm going to just pull this up. She was on Instagram with Chrissy. Chrissy was doing her makeup. And someone is asking Jasmine about Olivia. And basically you heard it. Chrissy was like, shut the fuck up. Like, I don't even want to hear that. Okay. Like, you're friends with her, not me. Like, it was just a whole thing. And it was quite obvious what was going on. The fact that this has bubbled over to now, guys, what happens is, and I'm not saying that they are putting this on. I think that these women are genuinely not friends, period. But at the end of the day, Chrissy's busy. She got a whole man. She got a whole family. You know what I'm saying? This is something that happened on Instagram. And I think Chrissy probably just chalked it up. My friend is stupid. Okay. She's stupid AF. And I'm just going to ignore it because it's dumbass Jasmine, right? This is also the video. Okay. So there's 3 videos back to back that I posted. Let me show you right here. Hold on. This one, this is all the Instagram. This, and this, right? One of them, Chrissy exposes Rod's name. From there, it was basically a matter of time before Chrissy's boyfriend was exposed, okay? Because for all of you who don't believe that Chrissy's boyfriend is the guy that was in her Del Frisco's or whatever, the Palm birthday video, it's him. He's from South Florida. He said he was at Aries. He talks exactly the same. Guys, you guys believe whatever you want, but remember, to believe something means that you can also not believe something. Facts are facts. And I stand on the facts that Chrissy has been with this guy for a minute. He was with her on her birthday. This guy is a Aries. He said so the other day when he was in her office doing his homework, drinking the O'Douls, okay? And this guy has a rap sheet for doing certain things. Now, has he been to prison? I don't know, and I don't care. At the end of the day, Chrissy is where she wants to be, and she's with who she wants. But when she is telling you that people are haters, or I don't know why they're reactors, it's because at the end of the day, these are the channels that we watch. When I say I do reactions and reviews about the YouTube channels you love to watch, that's what that's what we watch. We're talking about it, just like people used to buy and read Soap Opera Magazine, okay? The stories, remember those? These are the new stories, guys. And these people are getting paid well. They are one-woman production companies. Hello, David Hale. Chrissy said the other day she has set herself up to where she doesn't have to work as hard, right? Okay? I don't know what she's doing. I'm not in her pockets, but if she can pay her bills, that's her business. I don't care. If she doesn't want to post as many videos because she knows the price that it comes with it, that's her business too. Keisha, girl, you need to understand that to whom much is given, much is required, boo-boo. And if you want to elevate continuously on this storyline that you've got with Keisha and Jeremy LLC, KeishaandJeremy.com, Keisha and Jeremy, the business, but Splash the Don, the rapper who is shirtless and drinking and smoking weed and car hopping at the QT stations and whatever else allegedly that he is into, understand that you need to get some cooperation with that collaboration, because ask your friend Latoya Forever how that has been working out for her, because that is a relationship that was born off of collaboration. Okay? Talk to Damian Cryer, the son of Damian Prince, who is constantly on Martin Lewis, that wonderful reactor that you love, okay? Not these good black females that like to talk about your channel, okay? But yes, Martin Lewis, who covers people with 1 million and over. So once you get your weight up, maybe he will recognize what you guys got going on there, because you sure do have a lot, okay? But right now, you got to get your weight up, okay? And trust and believe, we're watching, and it's interesting as hell. And I don't care to criticize and nitpick anything apart about you or your family in particular. We're watching the episodes and we are talking about what's going on. Okay. You control the content. You control the narrative out there. So whatever you put out is what we are talking about. Okay. And that's it. Right. So understand, guys, And in all of this, people do fall out. Do you think that, I was thinking today, I was like, gosh, what if this is part of all an act with Adam and LaToya? However, legal documents have been filed. He is trying to get legal custody of the children. He does seem pissed. He was not happy to find out that she did cheat because, you know, just like people do friends with benefits, people do catch feelings. They both talked about love for each other, but not in love with each other. They're good-looking people. They got up in that bed. Remember Benzino and Titi? Remember Scrap and Bam? You know what I'm saying? Bam was supposed to be for Kurt Frost. Remember that? And Kurt got someone else pregnant. But he's with Rashida. I think Bam was going for a ring, going for a relationship. And Erica, Scrappy's wife, was, I don't know, girl getting caught up in love and hip hop. I don't know, but she wasn't paying attention and got tricked out her spot because I saw Scrappy. Let me look up Scrappy. Let me tell you let me show you what getting tricked out your spot looks like. Okay, if you hadn't, some of you know, some of y'all have been tricked out your spots, but let me show you what getting tricked out your spot looks like. Okay, hold on. Oh man. Okay, this is classic. I got tricked out my spot. It's bad. Post it up. They posted up on you. Post it up. Baby mama dance style, okay? Okay, that's called getting tricked out your spot, girl. When they get posted up. This is not even the actual official. Let me see. Is this the official? No, it's not. Hold on. That's some of it, though. Hold on. Let me find Scrappy's real page. I thought I was following him. You guys follow me, though, right? Do you know what getting tricked out your spot looks like now? This is terrible. Why can't I find his, maybe I'm not following him on this Instagram. Okay, wait. Okay. I will have to connect it later, but I think you guys get my drift, right? Yeah, Allie, but you know what? He's in deep. He got a bunch of kids with this girl, and she's not playing. Let me tell you something. She's not playing, and she looks like she knows how to fight. She's not playing. And the thing is, too, and we'll talk about this at another time, women, you need to understand, men like a woman. Men don't want a ball buster, but women, what you have to have is your man's respect. And if a man does not respect you, he's going to run all over you. Okay? Period. And to the men out here, if you have a woman who doesn't respect you, she's going to run all over you too. In the case of like LaToya. LaToya was the cheater in the relationship. Oftentimes it's always the men, you know, I'm sorry, David Hale or anyone else out there listening, all of you kings out there. You know, sometimes most of the time, unfortunately, it's the men, right? But there are women out here who are doing the most. And at the end of the day, if a man does not respect you, he's not going to honor you. Okay. And honoring you is with his money. Well, so his fortune, his body, his mind. Because if you don't have his mind, you don't have his body and you don't have his money. Okay. And that's on period. Okay. Because it starts with the head and it filters to the heart. For a man, a woman, it starts in our heart and then it filters in our head, because sometimes us women, we want something so bad with our heart. But at the end of the day, does it really make sense? Does it make sense for us to be looking stupid out here? Because we think we want something, but we really don't. We think we're in love, but we don't know what love is. You know what I mean? We are out here abusing ourselves and allowing people to do that. Yes, there is a mind, body, soul connection. And if your mind, body, and soul are not aligned, trust and believe, there's some sort of lie, fakery going on out there. Okay. But this is probably, I think, maybe kind of some of the first installment of what we'll talk about maybe on a very regular basis, because guys, my head I couldn't stop with these notes I was taking. Because really and truly, honestly, because I've already talked for almost an hour and a half, I think it also boils down to people feeling like these reactors are messing with their hustle. We messing with their money. You messing with my money, sis. You're messing with my hustle. Pimping ain't easy. Okay. Guys, this is another one. It's not the crime, it's the cover up. Guys, there are people out here who are pulling the wool over your eyes. There's a whole thing going on right now in the Keisha sector with another reaction channel called Paris. Paris has been accused of some lies and being accused of being in collaboration because there has been some signs of cooperation, okay? Our girl Let's Talk got accused of that too, and she stopped her fancy tropical vacation to come live and refute some allegations. I'm thinking to myself, girl, you're on a whole vacation with your husband and your children, posted up on Instagram in a bathing suit and some heels and a badass duster, and you stopped to address the YouTube streets from a whole nother time zone that you didn't even know what time it was. Like, you were just so discombobulated at your travel that you didn't know what time it was wherever you were at. However, you're coming to address the YouTube streets? Are you serious? Okay. No shade in that. I'm just asking, like, really, maybe it was that important? Me personally, it wouldn't be that important. I'd be like, guys, I'm out. Like, you guys, if any of you guys have ever gotten me on Instagram, it's like, I might be busy right now living my life. I'll get back with you as soon as possible. Literally, that's what it says. Okay. There's more to it, but basically that's what it is. I may not be on this Instagram right now. Okay. My point is this. There have been people accused, and there have been some allegations out there put out that some people are in cooperation with Miss Keisha. Okay. Kind of like how Mamiana all got together and covered up that Ming pranked them, but it wasn't really, it wasn't a real pregnancy. It was a prank. I knew that it was some fakery going on when Ming showed Uriah the pregnancy test, and he turned around and walked away like, girl, you on that bullshit again? That's when I knew. I was like, girl, she's not pregnant. But anyway, so on the YouTube streets, there is someone who's being accused of being in cahoots with Keisha. And what she's saying was, and this is Paris Harley, is saying that she was playing a role, and she was basically trying to get information, because the setup was that Keisha was going to, I guess maybe, I don't know if it was not release some information on her, if she would consider doing, I guess, some exposés or some raw talks on Hazel and Lily. But why would, unless, and I don't know what the date time was on this, because sometimes things are happening in real time, but maybe these conversations were older, and maybe I need to go back and figure that out and listen and see the day stamps if there were any, because I'm wondering, where on God's green earth did Keisha think that Paris was going to do stories on Hazel and Lily when clearly there was like a friendship forming there? So you thought that it was going to be a good idea to try to get someone to go against people that she's already collabed with. I mean, she's had them on her channel. She's not Oprah Winfrey. I mean, it's not like someone just booking people that she doesn't know. There was kind of some you could see there was some makings of some friendship, and there was obviously some, I mean, whether it was a collaboration or not, I mean, she was getting exclusives from these ladies. calling in. They called in and appeared live on her broadcast. Where on God's green earth did Keisha think that she was going to have Paris do some live streams against them when clearly they were friends? So I'm still not understanding that. However, so this is the deal. So apparently Keisha said something about signing a contract, and if you sign this contract and do these broadcasts, well, then I won't speak on you, and I'll have Dee leave you alone. Well, apparently that didn't happen. That didn't happen, right? And I think that people were, I'm not sure if people thought that Paris signed paperwork with Keisha or not. They're trying to figure out why she stopped raw talking on Keisha. There's a whole bunch of stuff about allegedly some people came to Keisha's apartment building and they said that they were sent by Paris. But wouldn't that be called trespassing? And trespassing is a police matter. That's not a civil lawsuit matter. Like, how? I don't understand what's going on, because I feel like there are people who speak with authority and that they know what they're talking about, but then they're talking to people who they think are dumb as fuck. Because when you go to someone's house unexpected, unwanted, uninvited, that can be called trespassing, right? If you're there for some fuckery, right? If you just happen to ring someone's bell, of course someone's not going to call the police on you, but if you're black, that happens, and sometimes it doesn't work out good for you. You end up in the morgue, okay? And we all know this, right? However, somebody went to her house, where I'm assuming there's doormen and security and all of these things, and asked for Keisha. They asked for Keisha and said that they were sent by Paris. Who would do something so stupid? Wouldn't someone come and say, I have an appointment, or I'm a fan, I follow her on YouTube? Why would someone come and say something dumb like that? Unless somebody was trying to set Paris up, possibly, I don't know. Or just somebody being stupid to double confirm what we already know about Keisha, is that when, Keisha and Jeremy used to do pranks, and Keisha used to use phony phone calls to support pranks at times, right? Do your research and just go into the crates of the videos, okay? Keisha is not above and beyond pranks. So maybe this is a big prank, maybe the joke's all on us. I don't know. But at the end of the day, people are upset because they don't know what to believe. Is Paris working for Keisha? Is Keisha the ops? D, what's going on with her? Why is she acting like she's unpaid, paid muscle? Why did Girl Let's Talk drop out of everything? It's like a big controversy, right? And is Keisha pulling the strings? That's what everybody wants to know. At the end of the day, this is a big reality show. This is my opinion. At the end of the day, this is a big reality show playing out in front of us. And I know that there have been people who have promised to come live and give receipts and tell us what's going on and all of these things. And then we never hear anything else from it. Or it's a couple days later and they're talking about like, damn, who's that chick from Clueless? Damn Stacey Dash and friggin' Adam Ali and Nas X. I mean, girl, people are there because they want to hear about what the fuck is going on with you and Keisha. Like, make no mistake. Maybe there are people who are okay with hearing like whatever else you want to talk about, but at the end of the day, people are still asking like, girl, where's the beef at? Where is the beef? Can you answer to the beef? Can we hear the beef answers, please? Okay. Because at the end of the day, whether you signed a contract or not, D caught you out there saying a couple of things that really weren't true. Now, are they major things? No, but I heard two different stories on how a couple of things happened, which gave me pause, and I'm still waiting to hear why they were told that way. I may never get my answer because maybe I'm just the annoying reactor off here in the corner who's a small channel who's trying to eat off somebody else. Because see, that's another thing that trolls do. They want to diminish and discredit, okay? Diminish and discredit. So they want to make you feel small, and then they want to shame you, And then they want to say, you just want to be her friend. No, I don't. I don't know her. I'm grown and I've got plenty of friends and I don't need Keisha. I don't need Dee and I don't need anybody. Like I've got my friend group. And if I make new organic friends, awesome. If I don't, girl, bye. We're good. Okay. But it's a lot going on. And I guess my message to you guys today on this Friday, go out, watch a lot of YouTube. Okay. Watch a lot, have fun with it, but understand these are stunts and shows that are being put on here by a lot of people, not everybody. But you have to question how and why someone has so much drama in their life. That just can't be real, can it? I mean, my God, Job had lots of drama, right? But everyone doesn't get that honor and privilege to have all of that going on. And you have the cameras there ready to film all of it, okay? It just doesn't happen that way. So everything is for Keisha's benefit. And of course, it's her channel, right? I mean, shouldn't it be for her benefit? Of course it should be. But what I'm saying is this, I feel like there's some foolishness going on. There's more collaboration and cooperation going on that we know about. Anyone who is invested in this is a bad person or why did Jeremy cheat? Jeremy may not be cheating. I mean, this might just be their arrangement. Yeah, maybe Keisha fooled around and fell in love. But at the end of the day, Jeremy doesn't seem to be in cooperation anymore. Jeremy is doing his own thing, clearly. So whether he's with her because they're going to a family event, I mean, at the end of the day, they are family of sorts because they share a bunch of kids now. But he hasn't wifed her up. They don't seem to be together like boyfriend and girlfriend. He is out here doing whatever he's doing, I guess, right? And whether he's with her or not right now, girl, a leopard can't change their spots. And I don't mean that in the sense of being a cheater. What I mean is this: if Jeremy is not really with her for the long haul, and that's marriage, it's not going to last. The reason why it keeps unraveling is because it's not meant to be. Sometimes people try to work hard on something that is just not meant to continue, right? Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see how it pans out because at the end of the day, hey, Latoya, my thing is if Keisha in fear of her life, girl, she's not in fear for no life. Girl, she lives in a high-rise apartment with security. She lives in a high-rise apartment. And if you had someone come to your apartment and they checked in at the concierge, I mean, I don't know what kind of building this is. They say she lives in the same building with, what's her name? Jayla Corian, which I was like, Jayla went and lived in the same building with Keisha. That's interesting. I would imagine there's got to be some sort of a doorman. There's got to be on-site property management. If people aren't just coming up, if you've got to be buzzed in or carded in or whatever the case might be, if someone came and asked for you, she didn't say someone came and rang her bell. She doesn't live in an apartment complex. She lives in an apartment high-rise building, okay? They came to the building. So they probably met with someone downstairs who sent them on their way. But if that is a trespasser, why were the police not called? And if you do or don't know who this individual is, why weren't the police called to get the real story? And why are we to believe that you're going to sue someone whose name you do not know, whose information you do not have? How are you doing a lawsuit? Were you going to sue them because someone came to your house? You're going to sue them because someone trespassed? Once? But you're afraid for your life. Okay. Girl, that's your story. Get your money, sis. Enjoy that. I don't believe it. Because you're running around town with no security. You have your head in a camera and you are not looking like someone who is afraid of shit. If you were afraid, you would not be driving all around town without your man, running errands while he's probably trying to sleep off some drinks and no security. Thank you for the I think someone sent me a Cash App earlier. I apologize. Thank you so much for sending that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that, if you were afraid for your life, is that how you're going to be operating? You're going to have a whole vlogging camera in your face running around town with no security. This is not an episode of The Real Housewife. She doesn't have a car following her and filming her, or the Kardashians with someone sitting in the front seat and filming her. She is a one-woman show. If she's afraid for her life, come on, running around with children? 3 children, and you're afraid for your life by yourself, no adult, talking to your mom on the phone, asking you if Jeremy has left out yet, which means you're by yourself. She's not afraid for her life, LaToy. That's the storyline. That's what she wants you to believe. That's why she wants you guys to hate Paris or hate whomever else that speaks out against her, who's a reactor. Because they're always, can I remind you guys, for any good story, you've got to have a bad guy, okay? Can we, we'll talk about this next week, but what I'm going to talk to you about at this moment is the oh so convenient bad guy. So when the convenient bad guy is not Jeremy, because he cheated, he hurt me, he hurt my heart, he's not here for our family, it's Lily. Oh, she's a side chick. It's Dee. Well, I didn't give her permission to do anything. She's acting on her own behalf. That's my friend. It's Paris. She hates me. She talked about that I'm a good mom and I'm making some old whack-ass t-shirts to support it, okay? Or it's Olivia and Gerard has never paid a bill. Girl, you didn't even have a job before you started your YouTube channel. You said in no uncertain terms to this stuff I have not been able to talk about. Let me tell you something. Olivia told us, the Loyalty Gang, her members, that she started her channel for a couple of reasons. And one of which was because she had no money. She didn't have a job. She had just had her 3rd child. And she wanted to be able to make enough money to get away because she just wasn't happy. She wasn't into him anymore. We had made it go as long as we could. And she wanted to be able to make money to get out of her marriage. Okay. That's why she made her channel. I'll find it and we'll talk about it some other time. There's a convenient bad guy. You always got to have a bad guy. Everybody can't be a good guy in the story, right? There's got to be some conflict in any story, right? Chrissy's a bad guy. Jasmine, a bad guy. Rod, a bad guy. He's got the criminal record. Jasmine, the mom who doesn't pay attention to the kids running amok, tossing the dog all over the house, okay? Girl, the reactors, they're just haters, okay? I'm telling this story right now. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about the content creators. I'm saying that some of the content creators are trolls. Some of the content creators are even reactors, okay? There always has to be a bad guy. Let's not forget this. Yes, 101, 1. Let's not forget this. Any good story has a bad guy, right? We know Maleficent. We know those poison apples. You know what I'm saying? We've all seen fairy tales. There's always a bad guy somewhere. It makes the story juicy and interesting. If I'm afraid for my life, why would I be out in a pandemic, in a quarantine, with my precious children and a vlogging camera? Because some creepo's following me. Jasmine's trying to say someone's stalking her old funky ass. Are you kidding me? Well, where's your man at who don't work? Why can't he take you, run you somewhere? Okay? Jasmine told Chris, let me tell you something. For anyone thinks that Jasmine is a victim to Chris, yeah, you didn't see her live last night, okay? Jasmine was directing Chris like she was in freaking Hollywood. Chris took some type of cool out potion, and Chris was on his best behavior last night on the Chris and Jazz channel last night. He was not falling for the triggers. He was not falling for the okie doke. Jasmine was directing the hell out of his ass. She was saying one dumb thing after another, trying to goat us good Christians out here with her nonsense and ignorance. But what really got me is that before he went live, she was live, and she told him to flat out shut up. I was like, are you kidding me? Girl, who in 2021 tells their whole man to shut up? Who does that? I would never. But my man doesn't give me reason to like tell him to shut up like that. But she told him shut up. It came off her mouth so easy that they talk to each other grimy. Again, some more cooperation and collaboration. Okay. I think that Jasmine is not showing Chris the shine and the love and all of that, because when you start to settle into the mundane of a real relationship, and that doesn't mean that relationships are bad because they turn mundane, but we just have some regular ass lives, right? You buy groceries, you cook, you feed your kids, you get them educated, you turn down those beds, you talk for a little while, you go to sleep, and the next day you do it all over again, right? Boring, but that's life. That's life. People would die for this, right? I think that Jasmine expected Chris to be fun guy a little bit more. I don't think she expected all of this heat from Facebook and people trying to out Chris for sending pictures across the internet. And when he was asked last night about the internet and Facebook and are there DICK pics of him on Facebook, he said, don't worry about that. Okay. He said, don't worry about that. All right. These are two people who got together on some Jasmine is lonely and wanted somebody up in her bed. She probably said, I can throw you a couple of bucks because you want to do this YouTube thing with me. Let's go ahead and get this channel popping. What she didn't research is that Chris needs to get his own damn audience and stop trying to have a bunch of young to middle-aged women think that when he comes live, the people care, because number one, you're not doing nothing. You're laying on a couch, and we've got that at home. You are not cute. You are not sexy, and you are not fly, and you are not hitting us up to anything that we don't know. Okay. All right. So what Jasmine needs to do is get back to the lab and figure out how to market that schlump and actually make some money on that channel, because there is no reason that at the end of a live, and I recorded this last night at 1 a.m. Okay. 1 a.m. So after he had gone live, there were 1,400 views. There were 47 likes and 130 dislikes. Okay. Okay. I don't know what the stats are now, and I don't care. I just happened to be up late watching the end of it, and I wrote that number down because I felt like you guys love the number. I love numbers. I'm analytics, so I figured that you guys were on that same ish as me, and it's just an interesting fun fact to the fuckery that is going on these YouTube streets, okay? I've got more, but I mean, there's not enough time. But guys, you know, I'm not an expose channel, but if you guys make no mistake, and this might not win me friends on the YouTube streets, but at the end of the day, make no mistake, I'm here to talk about the fuck shit, okay? I'm here to talk and do reviews and commentary on these YouTube channels that we love to watch. And I will, and I do, and I am. And I can do that. It's my free speech, right? So that's what it is. So that's where we are today. And it's Friday. Let's answer some questions if anyone has any. If you want me to throw down a link, I can. Anybody have any questions? Anyone want to chat? I go to other channels and people are like, yes, throw the link down. Oh my God, he didn't know. He's like, Barbados, I've never heard of such a thing. I was like, my God, sweet Jesus. But you were in college, but you don't know, you've never heard of such a thing called Barbados? There's a reason why Chris is laying on his couch, okay? There's a reason. There's a reason for that season. And sir, I would suggest opening up a book. Maybe start with a magazine. and just read and don't stop. And I don't know. It's girl, the school system is a mother sucker, okay? Barbados, I've never heard of such a thing. Like, I never heard of anything like that. I mean, it was very genuine, but it was funny as hell because I was like, my God, really? But you got on a whole plane and went to California? Let me elaborate a little bit more on Jasmine, just for anyone who still is not believing what I'm saying. Guys, go back around Mother's Day. Number one, did you guys see Jasmine's Easter suit, her Easter outfit? Is she trolling us? Jasmine, number one, your tummy is almond shaped. Again, now, okay, that's enough. I'm not fat shaming. I'm just saying, like, you had on a whole belly shirt, okay? Your shirt was tucked up under your bra, okay? You wanted us to see your stomach, so stop it, okay? You had on some old funky looking shorts, whatevs. Are you trolling us? Are you pregnant? What's going on? Girl, that whole belly was out, okay? Around Mother's Day, and I did this a couple of weeks, she was talking about a guy that she was talking to who was away somewhere. He was writing her, right? He sent her that text calling her a good mom, right? Remember that? When Philip had sent a whole pencil drawing to Asia, his other baby mom, okay? And this is the guy who ended up coming to live with her. Remember recently she said her and Chris have been together a whole year, okay? Her and Chris have been together a whole year, right? These two, they've had stuff going on for a long time. Now, whether they've been in living together situation or not, I don't know. But all I know is that these two have been in cahoots for a long time. And, you know, I think Jasmine really sold him on this collab. Because how he can sit and say he doesn't want to mention Philip's name, but when people ask her what her Cash App is, I'm not even going to say it, guys. I want you guys to put it in the chat. When people say, hey, Jasmine, what's your Cash App? What's Jasmine's Cash App, guys? And it's not Jazzy Fam. So you know it's real. It's not hashtag Jazzy Fam. What is it? It's $. And that's even on Jazz and Chris. She has said it's her Easter outfit was horrible. Davis Fam, thank you. Sammy J, you get a bonnet. Do you wear bonnets, girl, or are you more of a turban lady? Or whatever else Miss Storm has. I will do a $10 contribution plus shipping. Sammy J, please reach out to me on Instagram with your information, please, and I will PayPal to Storm, and you can buy something up out of her store, okay? Thank you for answering that question, Davis Fam, okay? Chris doesn't want to say his name, though, but she is okay. Like, you can't set up another Cash App account? You can't change your Cash App name to Jazzy Fam or Chris and Jazz. It's still Davis Fam. Interesting, right? Guys, it's like clean up y'all's acts, okay? It's not the crime, it's the cover-up. Remember that? Any good detective story will tell you that. It's not the crime, it's the cover-up. It's always what happens after the crime that will, whether people are going to get caught, who's going to go to jail, who was stupid, who was clever like a fox. You know, yeah. So, but just really quick, just to reiterate, these trolls, they come to disrupt, they come to discredit, they come to discount divas. They come to disrupt, they come to discredit, they come to discount, they come to diminish. They insert themselves negatively, of course. They come to intimidate. I'm gonna get your information all over town, okay? I'm gonna leak your nudes. Chrissy, Jasmine, nobody can leak your nudes unless you give your nudes out, unless you take nudes and send them to people. Nobody's going to catfish you and get your information if you weren't giving your information out. How would anyone have, like Chrissy says, my titty pics and pussy pics if you hadn't sent them to someone named Bam? Okay? They come to intimidate, they come to investigate, and they drop down in these lives to insinuate. Okay? It's the cover up. It's not the crime. It's the cover up. Okay? What else you want to know? Look, if you have no business calling into this chat, don't try to prove points, okay? I'm going to drop this link down. I'll see if anybody calls. You guys need to stop not calling. Hi, Hollywood. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see who was first in the chat today. Y'all, thank you for my super chat. Who was that? I just passed it. Lanice TV 2. Guys, subscribe to Lanice. She's one of my mods. Guys, I don't know what happened. Lanice can tell that story. Lanice, I suggest, girl, do a video. Tell us what happened, girl. But Lanice is known out here on these YouTube streets. She just started a new channel, Lanice TV 2. I will let her tell you because that is her story to tell. And go ahead, find Lanice and go ahead and subscribe. She does reaction videos out here. And she's part of the Bougie Gang. Yes, okay. I don't know who was first. When I find out who was first, if you know you were first, let me know down in the chat, but I will find who was first when everything resets back and I can see the beginning of the chat, and I've got something for you too, okay? Because I appreciate you guys, and my channel is growing. I crossed over 4,200 last night in those midnight hours. You guys got me over that 4,200 hump, and have been really supporting this channel in a major way. And I just want to thank all of you guys because this is so much fun to me. This is what I like to do, right? It's so much fun. Let me tell you, back in the day, I'm not obviously a lawyer, but I play one on these YouTube streets now. I used to love watching Nancy Grace. Okay, she is one of my favorites. Shouts out to Anna, one of my mods. We both love Nancy Grace, and I've always loved talk shows, and I used to love watching Court TV. That's where Nancy Grace was at the beginning. Yeah, Tawana, it's been picking up kind of fast. I mean, this channel, I started December of 2019. So I just turned a year right around Christmas, right before Christmas, Thanksgiving. But now it's just, and maybe I was right about 3,000. So I've gained about 1,000 subscribers in the past month. 3 months or so. And I really appreciate you guys. Larry King, just, I like a deep dive, guys. So no one's trying to dissect and pick people apart. Understand that sometimes any of you creators out there who feel picked on, understand that you have fans out here that like to take deep dives. They want to understand. Some people have been fans for a long time. Some people have been fans for a minute. But people want to have conversations. They're not trying to talk about you to bash you. They want to understand what's going on. And if you would take it that way, you could actually drop down in here, some of you guys, and let's have a chat. Tell us what's really going on. Did you not see Missy Lynn came to talk to me? I've done several reaction videos on Missy Lynn. I'm a fan. I like her a lot. And she came like a woman and talked to me. She let me ask her questions. Did I get to ask her everything? Not everything, because she's going through some things. But when that thing is over, you heard her. She promised me the exclusive. Now, does that matter to a lot of people? Who is Missy Lynn to some of you? Nobody. But to some of you who like Missy Lynn and appreciate her channels and the work that she does, she's she's a YouTuber out here on these streets that has a nice reach. Okay? Keisha, you know who Missy Lynn is. I don't know if you saw the interview or not. Now, I wish I could have done the whole thing on YouTube, but the next time it's going to be on YouTube and not just on Instagram, which it was fine, because at the end of the day, and I haven't looked at it recently, but by the next day, it already had 16,000 views on Instagram. And that's, what I'm saying? Like, okay, next time it'll be over here. But yeah, if you would appreciate that you have people who actually are interested in knowing more, because I mean, guys, let's face it, I'm not trying to out any of you, but there's plenty of you that go up in these chats. Okay? I saw some creepy chick, she's probably out here watching, trying to out people, saying that so-and-so's over at Fran's chat and so-and-so's over at Fran's chat. People like that, girl, if you're so one-sided that all you do is hang out at Jasmine's chat, yeah, you don't need to come over here, because we don't need no numbskulls over here. This is the smart lady and smart gentleman's chat. This is the thinking people's area. This is where people come because they want to know more. They want to understand. They may want to understand this hustle. They may want to get this game. They want to know what's going on over here on these YouTube streets. Okay. Yeah. If you want to sit over there with the numbskulls who just sit and breathe and look at you and wait for you to ask them a bunch of dumbass questions, well, you go right on ahead. Okay. Over here, people ask questions, bring stuff to the table, and want to understand more about what's going on. Okay. That's why I appreciate you guys. I have had a small audience for a very long time, and my audience has grown organically because the people who, one time I was in the bushes over by Dee's chat, and this was the day that she pulled up my channel, and I really haven't been back to her channel since. The day that she pulled up my channel, and she says, oh yeah, let's go see what's going on over there. But then when she hit the drop down, it already said Francoise Vlogs in her search bar, right? So I was like, bitch, you lying, because you already looked me up. This isn't the first time you looking at me. You are looking at me now because you already know what you're going to see. That's why you haven't been over to come find me, because you know that my channel is not problematic. I talk the facts. I talk the videos. Yeah, I don't talk about them kids, because the kids don't interest me. I got a whole daughter of my own, and I got a whole lot of business of my own. But you had already looked up my channels. You already knew what you were coming to. Okay. But that, to that point, at the end of the day, it's kind of like, people just want, again, that convenient bad guy, someone to blame. When Keisha took her break and Keisha stopped vlogging, Keisha has run out of content. Keisha wanted to protect her children. She didn't want to focus on her children anymore, right? And what else was she going to vlog? She can't vlog her and her boyfriend because he's not cooperating in the collaboration, right, guys? The friends that you have, yeah, they want credit too, so they're on the Girls Like Me cast, right? Your apartment is you got a challenge there. What I told you, and I gave you a whole idea, you need to call Queen. Get that lady over there that was over to Queen's house that helped her and Clarence get their closet together, and reach out to her and do like a 5-part of getting your closets, your kitchen, your living room, and get that stuff packaged up to storage, to charity, and make that apartment livable so we can see out those beautiful windows that you pay for, okay? Because we see all that bad view over there to Jayla's house. If you want to see what it looks like outside the windows at Keisha's house, go to Jayla Corion's channel and you can see all of the beautiful views of Atlanta. But when your apartment is probably in challenge mode, you need a whole declutter crew to come through and help you. And that's not shade. That's just one mom to another who moved out of small and got a bigger situation. So we weren't, spatially challenged anymore, right? So I'm not saying that with shade. I'm saying it with love as a fellow YouTube streeter out here, as a fellow excuse my hair, as a fellow player, okay? Because this is a play button, okay? As a YouTuber and a fellow player on these YouTube streets game, okay? Get your life. Max Mahogany, get your life. Yes. Is that a t-shirt for me? Get your life, okay? Olivia Pope, girl, where are you? All my mods, you guys are awesome. All the members, subscribers. I mean, all of the members are subscribers. Subscribers where, this is Love Lies and Lacefronts, where if you are not less important because you are not a member. Okay. Jasmine told all of her people the other day that, yeah, the members are a little bit more important. I was like, girl, you is girl, stop that. Just stop. Where's the merch? I know I need to get it popping because you guys have been asking. You know what I give to Jayla? Jayla is a boss, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because she won't quit. All right, she don't quit. That's a boss. Period. Okay, Jayla tried to be cute, messing with Missy. She tried to be cute, talking about the Batty twins. She tried to be cute. She got the boyfriend. She got Lou Valentino, who dumped her for Damo once Damo dumped Chrissy, right? And I'm talking about Chrissy. Chrissy lives in Ohio with what's her face, Mila 4K, right? They were all on this YouTube streets-ish, right? Jayla had to regroup, restructure, get her shit together. No matter what Jayla is doing or how she's doing it, Jayla can't stop, won't stop. She wants to be successful. She wants to make a certain amount of money. No matter how you want to slice it and dice it, yes, I do. She won't quit. Even though Missy, she takes her breaks sometimes because mental health is important. Or just to get your me time, it's important. And a boss is someone who doesn't stop. Okay. A boss is someone who, when someone comes and says, girl, you had 10 bankruptcies. You had a whole 5 husbands. You got 7 baby daddies. And they're just like, okay, y'all, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back. Or, hey, don't forget, I'm launching my lashes tomorrow. They don't care. They don't care. You're not going to shame me out of my bag and my hustle, right? That's a boss. Bosses can't be stopped. No matter what you have to say. This is back to the high value man again, okay? High value woman. Never said you had to be a choir boy or a church boy. Never said you couldn't be divorced. Never said you couldn't have an affair. It's money, it's status, it's power, and it's a network, okay? It's some very critical things that make people who they know you, they trust you, they know you're about that life, and you have a proven ass track record, okay? And that's what makes somebody a boss, okay? It's all in how you want to walk that boss life. If you want to be insecure about it and you want to not really own it and you're trying to manipulate people in it, it's probably not going to work out well for you. A boss is also someone who is doing it not on their own, but they stand on their own, right? They're their own person. I think people, and I don't really want to speak on too many people's stories, but what I'm going to say about this is when Toya got called out for reporting on Jeremy car hopping at the gas stations during All-Star Weekend, I think what came out of that is that some people, specifically Dee, thought because her and Toya had some coolness going on that she should stop reporting on Keisha. And see, sometimes when you're in the news, you know how Wendy Williams would say she wouldn't really go out to the clubs because she reports on these people and she didn't really feel comfortable being in the club because she talks about these people for a living. So my point in saying that is I think Dee got to a point where she thought that Toya was going to call and consult her before she released a story. And where Dee got it twisted is, yeah, this is business, boo. This is business. Just one second, guys. Okay, guys, I better go because we got some things to do. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys joining us. We can pick up this conversation again, but I just wanted to kind of clear the air. I know I talked about a lot of things, so maybe Monday we'll just pick a story to talk about. But I kind of wanted to lay down the track record that, guys, this weekend, I'm sure there's going to be a lot coming out. I just feel it. It feels like it's going to be that type of weekend. Understand, it's not because it's all about money, but understand that these people are putting up videos because they do want to make a paycheck, and there's nothing wrong with that. Don't let anyone out here say, oh, you're just doing this for views. Okay, that's the silliest argument ever, so I'm not going to even go into that one. But understand, you don't show up to your job just because you like the people there, do you? You go to your job because you're going to get a paycheck. You know, I love talking to you guys, but if YouTube wasn't paying and somebody else was, that's where I would be, right? I mean, I don't make any money off of Twitch and I don't make any money off of Facebook, but I still post over there just because I want my message to get out, right? But understand that I'm focused over here answering y'all's questions because y'all is the business that's paying me, right? So you know what I'm saying? So just understand and take it with a grain of salt. Not saying that everything is fake, but understand some of this stuff did start on some fake shit, okay? Understand people's lives are not that exciting. They just can't be. Who has all of that going on all at one time? Okay. But if you do, okay, we're watching, but you know, don't be fooled. Okay. Hit the like button on your way out. Yes. So that's it, guys. I guess no questions. I know you guys had a lot of comments, and I have not been able to get back to the comments lately, guys. Just know that sometime tonight, I will replay this back. Me and my husband sometimes will listen or watch, or I just put it on in the kitchen when I'm cooking, and I've got the log playing back, and I do try to answer some of your questions, and I will go back at least this week and go back and answer some questions. I do get into the comments sometimes on Saturday and Sunday night. So if you see that it's been several days or a week and I'm just now getting back to you, if I already hearted it, I read your comment. If I'm just getting back to you, I hearted it a few days ago and now I'm commenting. It's just because now I've just gotten a chance to really sit at my computer, because sometimes on my phone it gets a little glitchy and then I have to go back and edit and all that, and I hate having to do that. But we're going to be watching. You guys know what I'm interested in. I want to see how these receipts get dropped, because I don't know what happened. I missed the live today. Paris was doing. I heard a few minutes of it, and then it went off, and she made it private. So I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna see. Maybe someone's got it posted, or I don't know if there's been any reactors out here on that side of the story or not. Who's even. She was supposed to like the last night or the night before last. We'll see. I mean, this is my opinion. Ty Cherie, this is my opinion. As someone who I know Ty Cherie is watching. Honestly, I would have been like, I wouldn't have even cared. Like 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah, I don't have a contract, and kept it moving. Somehow people are stuck on something. For what? I mean, at the end of the day, everybody, I'm assuming, owns their own channels, decides on their own content and what they're going to move forward with and do. And why, I'm not saying people don't need to get answers, because if you ask for something, then you say you're going to give it, I guess give it, right? But if you stand in your own and you're like, that's some bullshit, and I'm not even going to really, me addressing it is, that's some shit, and I'm done. And then you keep it moving and you keep going on with your channel and your content. That just, to me, that's just a red flag, but whatever. There's a reason she's holding every time she says she's going live, and the other starts a live marathon and streams her content. Yeah, is that some intimidation tactic, or is that just helping D grow another channel? I mean, it's always like two sides to the story. So Bria Lynn, I feel you on that, because it's kind of like, what's really going on? Okay. You know what I mean? Thank you, Patty. I hope that I get to do something like that again. I have reached out to a couple of people. I don't know, you know, even if they'll do like an Instagram live with me or something like that, but I'm not stopping. I'm reaching out to more people because I would love to really, you know, because a lot of us watch these channels and give a lot of time, and there aren't, and I don't want to say fan pages, but there's not a lot of people really like, oh yeah, she did this and she did that, and oh my, you know what I mean? Like, that's what we're doing. You know what I mean? We're discussing this content. We're enjoying it. We're going back and watching it. Some people aren't watching. They're just learning through me. But there are people who've come and they learned about a channel through me and actually are watching those channels now. So it's not all about trying to take anything away from these creators, but because they don't like it, because we are pulling back a little bit of that curtain and enlightening people on what's really going on, they don't like it. They feel intimidated by it. They don't understand it. So they discredit us. They diminish us. They call us haters. And then you got these super fans out here who want to feel, you know, want to be all big and bad and say dumb stuff like, KC Johnson's over there at Boo Boo Kitty's live. She shouldn't be in here. You better block KC Johnson because she's over there with Boo Boo Kitty and so and so. You know what I mean? Like, that's whack, guys. If you are over 12 and you're doing some stuff like that out here, don't do that because it makes you look bad. It's real stupid and lame, and it's let the content creators figure it out. Okay? Let them figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why some of these people are so lame and dim, because they don't even know what's going on. They're trusting their audience, some of who like to start a lot of shit. Let's be for real. Some of y'all, maybe not some of you in here, maybe those people left already, but there are some people who just want to start a little bit of shit. You know what I mean? They like to see a little bit action, right? Understand that's real. Everybody's playing a part out here on these YouTube streets, and some are playing multi-parts simultaneously, okay? Let's not make a mistake out here to not think that that's true, all right? So I'm gonna go. Y'all know it's almost 5 o'clock, and it's time for me to get that kitchen together for the, get my husband's coffee ready, and then I'll be waiting to see who goes live and what I can hear. And I was so tempted to go live last night, but I didn't. I was like, I wonder if I go live. Like, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, but I was like, let me take myself to bed. I wanted to, though, so bad, but I was like, I don't have any notes. And you know me, I don't like to get out here without a plan, because I have seen one too many live streams without a plan go bad, and I don't like to do that. I don't like looking silly out here on these YouTube streets. So I usually have something to talk to you guys about. Like, why won't Jasmine give Chris something to talk about? Like, hey, Chris, talk about ribeye steaks. You know what I mean? Just something. Just some coffee. It's coffee time, Tawana. Yes. Sammy J, I have not forgotten you. Don't forget to Instagram me. When I find out who Notification Gang All-Star was, number one, I guess I'll say something in like a short quickie video or something like, hey, get in contact with me. And when I go through some of these questions that I missed, because you guys were putting a lot of stuff out there and I want to read through it. So don't think I'm just like purposely ignoring you guys, but guys, sometimes when I get these notes and I really want to talk on a specific topic, I can't pay attention to the chat so much because I'll get off track. You know what I mean? And it's not easy, trying to pay attention to everything and, follow your notes at the same time, because you guys throw out a lot of good stuff. Jazz has nothing to talk about. Yeah, she's at the end. You know what I mean? She's at the end of her skill set. You know what I mean? When you're at a job and you just start to hate it because it becomes boring because you've mastered everything at your job. It's time to do something new or get a promotion or whatever. Do a grill. Do you know that there are people out here that have a whole channel revolving around grilling? I'm sure it's in the cooking sector, but specific to grills, managing your grill, maintaining your grill, grilling supplies, proper meats, how to do this. It's like, what I'm saying? Like, there is something for everyone out here. Give Extra Jazz and Chris a purpose, or just shut that shit down. Have we seen Starla Omega anywhere? When Chrissy said that she was considering turning Starla Omega into a couples channel, I was like, girl, you getting ready to throw Rod to the lions. You go right on ahead. Make it a couples channel, and we will be watching and we will be talking. And don't think that rap sheet won't be coming up again. You know what I'm saying? People are going to be asking about it. So throw them to the wolves if that's what you think you want to do, girlfriend. But I would say you might want to keep that whole man to yourself. If you really like him, keep him to yourself, right? Jasmine Elam, Chris has a job that is 24/7, and that is managing Jasmine's box, that is being at home like a good boy toy should, and letting his girlfriend tell him to shut the fuck up, or not shut the fuck up, but shut up on live, okay? It's being a patsy, and it's staying out of trouble and staying out the way. That's Chris's job. So whether he's at Subway or Publix or HEB or whatever else, his main job is keeping Jasmine happy, I guess. But that's a tough job, because that girl fights so hard to not be happy. Okay. She's not a happy camper. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. I love you guys. Take care. Have a good weekend. And if anything pops off, I will be back.
I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit. I'm that bitch. Whatever. There's different technicalities to the shit. I'm just saying, whatever negativity. Hold on. Hello. Alright. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I'm that bitch. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit. I'm that bitch. I'm just playing. Bitch, and I'll still talk my shit. I'm that bitch. I'm just playing. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit. I'm that bitch. I'm just playing. will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. Ooh, why Fashion Nova keep hitting me up though? Cause I'm that bitch. 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 I'm just playing.